Hi guys, here's a $1,000,000 question. Is Roger Federer going to win his 100th title at Dubai Duty Free Championship? I'm going to break down the draw and his possible opponents until the final. And let's see his chances and who are his major threats. His first match is with Philip Kohlschreiber, which he should breeze through because he's never lost maybe more than 2 sets in the whole of his career to Kohlschreiber, and I think they've played like 13 times, so that should be easy. I mean, it won't be a walk in the park depending on how good Federer is playing after such a long break, but let's see. His second likely opponent is Fernando Verdasco, who I believe has only ever won one set of Roger Federer, so that should be easy as well. So then it starts getting tricky because his next opponent is most likely Milos Raonic. Mind you, Dubai courts are very fast and they kind of favor both players. Like Roger Federer also likes very fast hard courts, so this will be a tricky match. And then after that, the real challenge comes, and I truly believe that Borna Coric is one for the future. Obviously, alongside with Stefanos Tsitsipas, Sasha Zverev, they are the players that eventually are going to start winning Grand Slams and fight for all the big titles. So Federer, in his last 2 meetings with Borna Coric, has lost, and the one meeting before that he won was a very close match, and I believed that he should have lost that match as well. What I am trying to establish here is that Federer has a real threat in Borna Coric in his half of the draw. And if he gets through that, the very likely opponents that he's faced with is Kei Nishikori or Marin Cilic. These are the 2 players that can actually trouble Federer if he is even 10% off of his game, which you can see in the clips that I'm going to show you. So let's break it down. Here I'm going to show you a couple of shots from the match that Federer last played with Borna Coric that he lost. He wasn't serving really well. But everybody always thinks that Federer has to serve really well to win a match. But I have always had this feeling that when Federer is playing well, he always returns well. And whenever he doesn't return as well, he loses the match. This is one of the prime example of the matches when he hardly had any break points converted. And as you can see, it affects his serve as well when he's not returning as relaxed and his returns are not going in. So as you can see, Federer serving and Borna Coric returns a loose return middle of the court, and Federer makes a hash of it and Borna Coric just hits an easy pass. The next point you can see, good serve, but Borna Coric hits a return with interest and then after that takes control of the point and hits a winner. This is a real threat for Roger Federer, and I believe this is one of the best chances he has for the rest of the year as well to get another title, because Djokovic is not playing, Nadal is not playing here, and Del Potro is not playing. These are the 3 players that Federer really struggles to play against when they are playing really well. Let's see what Federer needs to do. So he needs to tighten his serve up, but more importantly, he needs to return well. He needs to probably change his return position. Sometimes he might need to move back. His stubbornness, not to move back really affects his game. I still remember that match against Djokovic in Australian Open, when he just refused to move back and he lost handsomely to him. That Borna Coric is a real threat, and we would really want this legend of a player to win his 100th title, which will become increasingly difficult in the coming months and years. This is probably his best chance this year. If he somehow gets through Borna Coric, and I'm sure it's going to be a 3-set nail biter, he's going to be tired by then, and then he will be faced with either a Kei Nishikori or a Marin Cilic, who are younger in years and have both beaten Federer. Especially Nishikori, when they played at ATP World Tour Finals, Nishikori played one of the best matches he's ever played against Roger Federer. He beat him handsomely in the second set especially. Roger Federer did not even have a single good returning game. As you can see, look how is he returning. I mean, such an easy serve, middle of the court, no power, and Federer hits a return right into Nishikori's backhand. Whereas I believed he should have gone to his forehand. Backhand he can control better, and Federer should have known that. I mean, this backhand didn't even need to be as good. It just landed in and it was it for Federer. That was his chance to break Nishikori. And then, as you can see, second point, how Nishikori, and there's another point I'm trying to establish here. Roger Federer is a yard slower. Look at this point. How Nishikori hits and Federer just can't get to it. A Federer maybe in 2017 when he was really playing well would have gotten to that ball and would have made that slice backhand. He could hardly get there means he's at least a yard slower here. His movement is the key. He's always underrated for his movement. As good as Nadal and Djokovic move, I think Federer's movement is the key to his game. And when he's not moving as well, I don't know if there was something wrong with him. Maybe his back or maybe his knees or whatever, but he did not move as well as he should have. Look at it again. Normally Federer anticipates really well. So these are the two threats that he faces, and I truly believe that if Roger Federer tightens his serve, and especially his backhand, if he hits through it and makes most of them, he should beat them both. But I still think Borna Čoric's match is like 70% Čorić, and Roger Federer is not going to win. So if I were you, I would put my money on Borna Čorić to win that match even now. And Borna Čorić can only lose maybe to Tomas Berdych at his very best, and that's it. So Federer and his fans must pray that Borna Čorić loses either to Tomas Berdych or maybe Batista. Oh, Karen Khachanov is there as well. So there you go. Even Khachanov can beat Federer. So this is a tough draw, and I'm not really looking forward to watching that match because it's always painful seeing Federer lose. But I don't think Federer is winning this Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championship. That's the whole point. So if you've got if you want to put money on Federer's winning Dubai Duty Free Championship, please don't waste your money, because there is no way he can win this. The draw is too tough for him. Thank you very much.